Well, first things, you always tell the team, no matter what, just find a way to win, and that was good to see. Kind of what I expected, to be honest with you. Whenever you go out and you score a bunch of runs, it just seems like this is what you get in Game 3. I felt like we should have scored a run in the first. We had a leadoff double. Made a base run mistake. Thought the ball was going to be airmailed into second base in the air. I don't know what he saw, and instead of having a leadoff double, nobody on, and one out, and it just seems like that. We hit a lot of balls hard early, but we just could not, get a big hit, and they just kept hanging with us. And give them credit. They fight. They're an older team. Their whole team's juniors and seniors, and they just they hung in there. And our players felt like that we were playing a good team. I heard them talking about it in the locker room last night, that those guys can swing it a little bit. They're three-hole. I'd say 2, 3, and 4-hole hitter today. They all took really good swings all weekend, and they challenged us a little bit. But I felt like that it was good for us to play a game like that. If we'd had another 15-2 game, I don't know how it would have affected us going out to USC this weekend to play a tight game and kind of let a lead slip away, and then to come back and win it and kind of feel what we felt in the dugout. A little bit of pressure. I think it was good for our team.
What can you say about the 2 plate appearances by Curtis Washington? And then was there any thought to pinch hitting him in the 9th?
Well, first question was I thought he obviously did a great job. Called him on to bunt because he's a lot bunter than Jordan is. And, the game's kind of on the line a little bit. He did a great job of not bunting balls. We took that. So that was, outstanding. And then, when it came around again and he ended up leading off the inning, there was a little bit of a thought. But our thinking with Curtis, and we've watched him play a lot, he just competes, and he's not scared. And, he took a first pitch fastball, and then the guy spins a breaking ball that starts at him and ends up over the plate. Tried to throw him another breaking ball, and he singles to center. And we were in business. So, proud of him for handling the situation and competing.
Yeah, Dave, well, I guess Kerstad didn't have a big day yesterday, but what'd you think of him coming through with a big hit today? What'd you see from his at-bat?
Well, he stayed a little more patient. Only saw 2 pitches, but the at-bat before we had a runner at third and 2 down, and, he swung at 3 balls out of the zone as far as I know. 2 for sure that he reached for that were off speed down and away, and, just pressing, trying to get a hit too bad. And then for him to, come up with the biggest at-bat of the game, really, and take first pitch down, and then he tried to throw something off speed to him. It was about knee high, and he didn't try to hit it out of the park. He just tried to hit a line drive through the middle, exactly what he did, and big RBI walk-off single. So that was kind of I would say it was more of a mature at bat. That was good to see.
Just about what did you think of Wicklander and Costi shot both?
Yeah, starting with Costi, I think he came out and I don't know. You see him at times when he just looks unhittable. He had a couple of hitters that I felt like he really had it going on, and then the last couple innings he was behind in the count a lot. Had a lot of 3-ball counts, whether it was 3-1, 3-2, but he ended up coming back and probably 3 or 4 times out of 7 or 8 hitters, it seemed like, in the last couple innings to get the hitter. So that was good that he could finish, but his stuff was pretty good. His breaking ball was good. They didn't hit him very hard. I think he could have cut his pitch count down a lot, obviously, if he would have just, wouldn't go so deep in counts. But I liked what I saw a lot, whether we start him or bring him out of the pen next week. And then, Wicklander's a guy that he was a guy coming back into the spring after break. We thought he might be a weekend starter for us because he threw really well in the fall. And he kind of got off to a slow start and didn't have some good outings in his scrimmages. So we thought, well, we're not going to start him opening weekend, and we might not start him next week, but you'll see him on the mound starting for us, whether it's midweek, next week, or it just depends on how much we use him against USC this week. But his stuff was very good. Velocity was as good as I've seen it. Threw a couple of nice breaking balls, a couple of good change-ups, and I like the way he spotted his fastball away, but then he'd get him leaning out over the plate, and he could bust those right-handers in, and threw the ball extremely well.
What'd you think of Cronin? He gave up, a couple hits, but then he really shut him down in the ninth.
Yeah, Cronin came in and had to face really their best hitter in Hunter Morris. He's short stroke, good swing from the left side. Made him not look very good for two swings. Then he fouled the pitch off, and then he left one out over the plate a little bit, and he did a great job as a veteran hitter does. He didn't try to do too much. So, I think in that situation, if he locates it, he gets him, and he didn't quite locate it where he wanted. His stuff was pretty good. He went anywhere from probably 91 to 95, and spun one breaking ball that had good spin on it. Didn't throw it for a strike, but threw 28 pitches, and he wasn't going back out. That was it. We were going to go with another freshman if we didn't score there. So hopefully he'll continue to get better and better.
I wanted to ask you about a couple of plays early in the game. One was Martin with a double trying to leg out a triple, and then the other one, the umpire brought Jacob Nesbitt's bat over to you. What happened there?
Well, I already answered the first one. Marty thought the ball was being launched, thrown high to second. He was going to keep running. He made a mistake. The shortstop was right there. I guess he thought it was going over his head when he threw the ball, and just too aggressive there. He already did what he needed to do, especially leading off a game. And Nesbitt's bat situation, they said they felt like something was rattling around in it. I don't know why the umpire picked it up anyway. That's about it.
What did the umpire say to you on the interference situation?
Well, that's one of the new points of emphasis this year, that these obstruction calls, you can't block anything without the ball. I think it was just a baseball play. He called obstruction. He didn't call him out, but he asked me if I wanted to go, challenge the play. I said no, because you didn't call him out. All he was going to do was put him back over there. There were already two outs. Now we had, I didn't want to use one of my challenges for that, but he just said that he blocked the base. I don't know if he was 100% sure that he made the right call or not. He's a really good umpire. And they've been told to call things like that, but I didn't get it. I still don't get it. I have to watch it. If I would have seen that, that Martin intentionally stopped or threw a leg or a knee down to try to slow him up till the ball got there, then I get it. But from our vantage point, it looked like he was just trying to catch the ball and make a tag. If he blocked him from getting back, but he's just going to catch a throw, maybe that's the way the rule is, but it doesn't seem right to me. Yeah.
Dan, I'm just curious, you've got another series coming in, it's a little quicker. You got more pitchers in the tank, or you just start recycling them already?
Well, we don't play until Thursday, so since we didn't play Friday, we won't throw Campbell on Thursday. He'll either throw Friday or Saturday. So what we'll do on Thursday is we'll name a starter, but it might be, we just tell them guys to go out there and give us 2 or 3, and we'll go to the next guy. That's what we really wanted to play Friday due to that, and the reason we're playing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is because we couldn't get back. We couldn't get back. If we played Sunday, we couldn't get out of town unless we would have missed Monday, and we couldn't miss Monday. We've missed enough class going out there.
Anyone else?
All right.